Peace and love, family. So, Amari Asad with a quick little video. Did you know 50-50 in a relationship goes with everything? 50-50 goes with everything, but what happens is we only look at it one-sided, which is when it comes to pills. 50-50 goes in love. 50-50 goes to understanding. 50-50 goes into mental, spiritually, emotionally, physical, spiritual, all these things, right? Even in comprehension, right? 50-50. 50-50 go along the way, but we don't utilize or understand this, and this is the reason why relationships fail due to lack of 50-50. And it goes into what? Someone's being selfish. We only care about what they can do for me, but what I can do for them. We never think like that, right? We always say, well, shit, I do it, but what you gonna give me? Because at the end of the day, intimacy is only who's in a relationship talk about intimacy? Usually it's the woman. But when you talk about intimacy for the woman, is we also to return around, how can I be intimate or give intimacy to him? Right? And vice versa. If the man said, I want a woman to do X, Y, Z, the man should be also be saying, well, how can I make this look good for her? If we have the opening of, hey, I want her to feel this, I want him to feel them, or want they to feel like this, but I also want to feel the same way too. There are some times that you're not going to get the opposite in exchange of what that energy might be, because what it is. You might not want that, right? But in return, 50-50 goes so well in so many aspects, but we're not looking to use 50-50 because why? You don't want to do it. We want it in some areas, but we part-time it in others. Communications, 50-50. I want to communicate. I want you to communicate, right? Understanding, it's 50-50. I got to understand. Right? As I understand you, I want it in return. But we only want it one way. Here come that 60-40 shit, right? 20-50, all that. It has to be 50 down the mental. You cannot pick and choose when you want to use your 50. No. Because at the end of the day, when we open up ourselves vulnerable, and we talking about operating love deal with being vulnerable. And that's a 50-50 with that, right? So how can you expect your mate to be vulnerable when you're not vulnerable? You have to open yourself up. How do you expect your mate to be thinking outside the box when you don't think outside the box with them? It's 50-50. And you'll say, Amari, no, man, no, it's certain things. No. To have an excellent, well-balanced relationship, it had to be 50-50 all the way through. At the end of the day, when we talk about listening skills, at the end of the day, listening comes with two different parts. One is a behavior, one is an actual skill. Behavior, when I'm talking about, which is your listening skill to comprehend. The actual other one is a bodily function, which is hearing. Understanding there's two different dynamics, but understanding what listening comes with what? It is a 50-50 rule, because I have to listen to you and you have to listen to me so we can comprehend what is going on, so we can make the bigger picture bigger, right? But the other part, when we talk about paying attention is 50-50, but we only do it one-sided on the ways when it can please and benefit us. But why we not pay attention to our mate to see how can I benefit him? How can I benefit her? If we're observing, we only observing to what I'm not getting. But if we observe in a way, in the capacity of openness, which is a 50-50 rule, and say, well, I'm observing to better assist you. And I'm also I'm observing what I can bring to the table as well as you can bring to my table. Because I'm observing you have the capacity. I see you have the potential, which is a 50-50 open. But again, if we don't look at 50-50 in other aspects, why would you think the relationship will last? Why do you think the relationship should be bigger than what it is? If you're not coming with a 50-50 mindset, that is allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open to say, I want to do this for him as well as he do it for me, and vice versa, right? So at the end of the day, same way when it comes to sex, there has to be a 50-50 rule, but we can't just say, well, it only works because I like this and he don't like that. Well, find what he likes or find what she likes. So it wouldn't be lopsided when it comes to dynamics and things. Because what happens in the fight or in an argument, you get what you want and I don't never get what I want. But if I open it up to have 50-50, lines of communication, lines of sex, lines of intimacy, lines of communication, these things will not be a hindrance of understanding. Not doing to the expectation of that person liking is something different. That's another conversation. But open up the lines of just communicating that, hey, this is a 50-50 love. This is a 50-50 one-on-one. This is 50-50 when it comes to gift and everything like that, compassion, all these things, affection and support. What happens is it's not lopsided. We missing the ball when it comes to relationship because we don't have that mindset. We only coming in for self. What can you do for me? Why should I break and take my time, X, Y, and Z? But we only look at it, when it comes to bills, and then some of us only want to look at that because we feel we entitled to get everything taken care of. Well, that's a man's job. Okay. But you do know it comes with some type of balance with that, right? If he does all that or she does all this, what do they get? We don't give a damn what they get because we only think about ourselves. And this is the reason why relationship does not balance. It does not work. It does not. It jumps up and down because somebody's getting on the other end. Not get it. They're not getting it right. If appreciation is something that you admire, why is not giving 50-50? Because I want to feel appreciated. Well, let me appreciate him. Let me show him. Let me show her what appreciation looks like to me, so I can understand it as balance. Let's go about the 5 love languages, right? We're talking about gifts. We're talking about acts of service. We're talking about affirmation. You don't think that's 50-50? Even though that's not their love language, if I want it too, I want to make sure they also feel appreciated, right? I want to make sure if I'm getting gifts, I want to make sure they get a gift too. Not just myself as a gift. I want to show them that I'm giving them something outside the norm. That's 50-50, right? But we don't operate like this. Why do you feel the person will do the same thing for you? Because why? That's energy, that stagnant, that mindset, change that dynamics of things because why? We're selfish. We're missing the ball when it comes in relationship. We're not observing. We're not paying attention. We're not listening to our other counterpart, and we expect them to do what? Well, we're not even coming 50-50 with a 50-50 type love. We're missing it because we don't have a 50-50 mindset. If you start to operate like this, and this is my opinion, and this is what I have seen to also work, a 50-50 mindset, I guarantee you'll get a better outcome because why? You're not being selfish. You're not being selfish. Because I'm thinking, when I come with the 50-50 mindset, I'm thinking about you and I'm also thinking about myself. But mainly I'm thinking about you because why? I want you, I want it, but I also want you to have it too. That's the mindset I'm talking about. It's not being one-sided because he get or she get. No, we both get and we both are happy. If we think about it in the long so line, I feel like the relationship can last longer because we have a 50-50 mindset. I have, you have. You have, I have. I'm not gonna go without making sure they have because what happens is I have it. Think about it in so many ways. When we're talking about stroking ego, giving confirmations, giving compliments and things, you don't think he wanted? Women want to be told that they're pretty, but how many times do we tell our mates when it comes to men, they're handsome? You got a big, you know what I'm saying? Giving them the same vibration, because we are talking about slapping ass and talking that you fine, you look good, but is that same vibration on the men's end when it comes to us? No, sometimes it's not. Because why? We don't want to give them the big ego. Sis, I'm trying to tell you, they want it as well too. That's why I say it's a 50-50 love. Vibration, everything. You share, I share. We both equally share. It might be more than whatever everybody going, but it's still broken down the middle, which is a 50-50. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring it to your attention because I want you to have that. Now, if y'all want to do 100, do 100. I'm just giving you the base and where the starting point at. As a 50-50 mindset will allow y'all to be open and be vulnerable and also see what everybody is, nobody's missing. It's not lopsided, it's balanced. Family, try it out. Tell me what you think. DM me, inbox me, text me, however, call me, however. Let me know. Coming into the new dating aspect of the next person you meet, instead of putting yourself in what you want, say, how can we both help each other? Come with a 50 mindset. I do, you do, let's do this thing together. How can we make this an impact so we both can benefit?